I kind of had a feeling like Friday before the race, like this is definitely going to happen. And just everything felt right. And so there was moments throughout the race, though, I was like, this is not what I had envisioned. We were running like 25th, but it's Talladega. You never know what could happen. With that last run there, we made a late charge to the front, and actually got some help from Kurt. So it was kind of cool.
The first thing I want to ask you is you're obviously help promote, celebrating Wheaties' 100th anniversary. Can you talk a little bit about the role that what you're doing to help promote Wheaties?
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Wheaties for coming on board. Gonna have a lot of fun this year, getting to represent their brand and their colors at California. So second or third race into the season. Yeah. Fun with that. So looking forward to that. But with the 100th anniversary, MJ's obviously on the box. The boss, big boss, is on the box. So got the gold foil edition. So they went big, and there's no better way to do it than be able to talk about it, raise awareness on it, and be sure to tell everybody that you can go ahead and get your box now at your grocery stores, and then you can get the really cool special edition tomorrow. It drops tomorrow at noon Eastern time, and you can get that at shop.wheaties.com. So there's a lot going on. We're going to be driving tomorrow, doing a little activation to pass out Wheaties boxes to fans and some friends, and we're gonna go to the Speedway. We're gonna go to the Hall of Fame. We'll be all over Charlotte. You won't be able to miss this. It's a bright orange Toyota Camry, so it's gonna look good.
Yeah, I got a chance. I actually got my own Jordan box, which looks really nice. And yeah, it looks really good. And the Jordan gold foil box, which you're talking about, that you'll be handing out in Charlotte. Yeah, I got a chance to see that Wheaties brand Camry was really nice. I really like that color and that style. But how rewarding, and how rewarding is it for you to give back to the community back in Charlotte, to where it's a city that Jordan knows well, like he owns the Charlotte Hornets. How rewarding is that for you to give back to the Charlotte community?
Yeah, no, it's very important. We've done a lot with my foundation the last couple of weeks, especially around Thanksgiving, giving back to families for Thanksgiving, and putting together our toy drive. So everybody Live to Be Different is doing a good job with that, but this kind of ties all on doing the same, giving back. And that's what it's all about. When you get to a certain level in your career, and for me, it feels like the awesome and the right thing to do to be able to have that opportunity. So again, shout out to Wheaties for bringing this opportunity in front of us, and we're gonna have some fun and be able to show off a little bit of gold, a little bit of 100th anniversary. Talk about MJ.
Absolutely. And speaking of Jordan, his legacy has made such an impact on the entire sports world. So how has his legacy inspired you to become the driver and the person you are now?
Yeah, I think, just seeing his competitive edge, his competitive nature, and how he is a person just totally motivates you and moves you to greater heights to be the best that you can be. So it's been a lot of fun. Been a heck of a year this first year with 23XI. Him making history, becoming the first majority Black owner in NASCAR was super special, and bringing in his team, being able to attract sponsors such as Wheaties has been really cool. So it's just kind of tying everything in full circle. He's been on the box for 19 times, record-breaking 19 times. So just honored to be where I'm at today, being able to represent brands like Wheaties and people like MJ. Just got to keep going.
And of course, MJ is the owner of 23XI Racing, along with Denny Hamlin, and you were with the team last year. How was your first year with 23XI Racing?
Yeah, the first year, obviously, we got our first win out of the way. That was really cool. I was able to get MJ his first win in NASCAR as an owner. So just proud of everybody and their efforts. Obviously, we've added Kurt to the team, so we've added a lot of people. The expansion of our team has been great. I've got a lot of new smart faces that are going to be a part of our team moving forward. So just excited about the opportunities. I think the sky is the limit for us, and there is so much potential left in our team to figure out what we need to do as a whole to figure out this new car with next gen coming out. And so there's a lot of moving parts here in the off season, but we're making the most of it.
Of course. And that win you're talking about that happened in Talladega later in the season. Going back to that day, when did you realize that you had a chance to win your first race?
I had a feeling kind of Thursday or Friday. Amanda and I, she claims that she told me that we were going to win. But I kind of had a feeling like Friday before the race, like this is definitely going to happen. And just everything felt right. And so there was moments throughout the race though. I was like, this is not what I had envisioned. We were running like 25th, but it's Talladega. You never know what could happen. With that last run there, we made a late charge to the front and actually got some help from Kurt. So it was kind of cool, kind of a little bit of foreshadowing of what we can do with our future. But yeah, I think just being able to relive that moment and look back on what we were able to do that day is really cool.
Along what you've done in racing, you're also known as being an activist. So how are you using your own activism to inspire the next generation of athletes and leaders?
Yeah, I think, for me, it's just continuing to be comfortable, in your own skin and having a lot of fun with what you're doing. Never take things for granted. Never let the emotions get too high or too low, and just continue to push yourself. Don't let anybody else tell you can't do anything different, because you're controlling the ship. You're writing your own history. So just go out and do what you can do.
Of course, and a couple more questions before I let you go. One of the most notable things you did this with Denny Hamlin, is appear in a Post Malone video. I got a chance to see the video. I thought it was pretty great. How was it like being in a video with Post Malone? Yeah,
Posty was super cool. We were able to have a lot of fun and kick back, and he's super laid back and chill. So that was definitely a wild night, a long night. We flew out to LA at 8 a.m. and then we got back at 7 a.m. the next day. So it was a long 24 hours, but yeah, definitely super cool.
Of course, that had to be pretty awesome. And the last question I have for you is, you talked about what's in store for 23XI Racing and you for the 2022 season. And it starts off kind of wild with the Clash that's going to be at the LA Coliseum. So a lot of big things are happening for NASCAR in 2022. So what are some of the goals that you have in mind for this upcoming NASCAR season?
Yeah, I think just showing up and being prepared as a whole, making sure that everything is where we need it to be. There's a lot of unknowns, like I said earlier, with this next gen car coming out, that we still have to iron out through and figure out what we need to be successful. So a lot of testing this off season to make sure those kinks are ironed out. And so excited with the direction of our team, the people that we have running our program, to make sure we're ready for when we do get to the Coliseum and when our season actually starts in Daytona. So it's going to be fun. That's what we're looking forward to the most.
It will definitely be a lot of fun. Bubba, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. And congratulations on everything, and good luck to you next season.